And welcome to Planning with Donna. Today, I have a super simple envelope pocket for you guys. Anybody can do this. I mean, this is super simple. And I'm giving all the credit where credit is due. I have been watching, as you well know, Miss Julie, who is Camilla Craft Designs, a lot. And this was something that I saw on her channel. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, that credit was given. I'm just trying to get the edges of the glue off of this paper. Now, she used 6x6. This is 8x8. So we're gonna, it's pretty wide. So I think you need to have double-sided. And I actually think I'm gonna put, okay, we're gonna score it on the, I think it's 3.5, since I have 2 inches bigger than she had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my, I use this little groove right here. And 3, there's 3. So let's do, I want to do it about right there. I eyeball pretty much everything. I just don't like to be like second guessing myself on stuff. So she did a 6x6, and what she did was she scored it at 2.5. I'm scoring it at about 2 3/4. So that's that one. And let's see, the music notes are like so. I hope this turns out right. I guess we're going to figure it out, aren't we? So I'm new to a lot of this. So, you know, if you're new and you're a beginner at making stuff for your junk journal, welcome. We will figure it out or mess it up together. All right, so basically all she did was folded it like so. Now, I think this would need to go like, I'm figuring it out. Just bear with. Okay, I'm going to have to get another piece here, because what you do is you lay these together. And I'm trying to find a complementary piece. I think that one maybe. Yep. Okay. And we've got this one like this. Okay. And we're going to put, yep, I got it. I got it. I think. I ain't going to swear to it. We shall see. 2.5. And what she did, that little seam right down through there just works perfect. All right. Oh, I know what I did wrong now. There we go. There we go. I just want to move it up a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off to about right there. So let's cut about, where's my, I watched her video over and over and over, and I'm like, I hope I don't mess this up. We're just going to take a little bit off at a time, and we'll figure out how it looks from there. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I think I'm going to go up a little bit more because I don't want my flap to be that long. So I think what I'll do is just cut off about another inch. And save your scraps, peeps, because you can use those for other stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this to where it's even. Okay. where you have a little lip back here, and that's not going to matter because you're not going to see it. It's going to be against the back. And then that'll come down. And what I'm going to do is I don't have a circle punch, but I do have this. And I'm just going to put a little indentation in this. I know this is, you're all going to be like, what are you doing? Cuts out a little lip. And so when this is up against here, like so, it has this little lip. So we're going to do the same thing right here. More than one way to skin a cat. And I'm not going to take off a whole bunch. Trying to eyeball it, get it straight. And there you go. Got a little bit of a rough edge there. I sat here a minute ago and was trying to figure out, I had bought this We Are Memory Keepers thing years ago and never could figure out how to use it. Yeah. Okay. So, let me make this clear as mud. So now I have this little seam right here that you roll it over and you have a seam here. So here's your envelope and then here's your pocket on the back. So basically all we did, to recap, is we took 2 pieces of paper. Let's see here. We'll take these 2 because I don't want you guys to be confused. And we scored them. Like this one was scored, okay? I think I'm actually going to do this one this way because it's more neutral. And this one we have not scored. So you're going to score one. And then you're going to figure out. You're going to want to score this one this way. Because when it goes in here, yep. So when you have paper like this, you have to figure out how you want it to look once it gets in the folder. So we're just going to take and go right down through there. Well, that didn't score very good, did it? Okay, I'm going to just get our little... My mat's not wanting to lay down, folks. I've had this thing stored forever. And let me just say that it is a hot mess. There we go. So basically, that's it. You're not going to see this part. So what you want to do in order to show the really pretty part is you're going to cut off some of this. Okay? And then you can just lay that over top. Just like so. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this together. And to glue this together, we're going to use, for now, I'm going to use my Elmer's just because that's what I have on hand. And let's just double check where we're at. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do this edge. Well, I can tell that was out. My glue come out. Let me roll it back in just a little bit. And do this edge. I'm going to turn this upside down so I don't mess it up. And there we go. Pretty fair. So now you have that pocket back here on the back. And then we're going to do here on the front. I need to get me some glue like she uses. She uses the art glitter glue. Okay. I'm sorry if that's glaring. Okay. So we've glued that down. Let's get that good and sealed on here. I really enjoy doing this. I mean, I might not be that good at it, but I have a lot of fun. And, you know, I think that's the whole point. Now, if you do have an off edge, like I tend to do, you just go right down through here and just nip it. Nip it. Nip it in the bud, as Barney would say. There. Those are nice and flat. So you have your envelope pocket here. You have an envelope pocket here. And then you have your front, okay? So, now we're going to do a little light decorating. Now, I have lots of little goodies here. I've got some ephemera. And then we have this, which I absolutely love. And we have this. I think, let's just go through some of this first. And this is a real musical-like spread, so we want to keep it sort of, you know, simple, not too crazy. Let's look at these. I think these are way too big. Yep, those are too big. So we're just going to put those to the side. And let me see what we have here. We might have something perfect here. Okay, let's see here what we have. Ooh, that's a pretty butterfly. And let's find something fitting. Ooh, don't hate me, but I love this butterfly. It's a little too gigantic. I wish it was smaller. Maybe there's a smaller one because I like how it brings out that blue on my background. Let's see here. Alrighty. Some of these are sticking together. Little birdies. Let's see. I like that pink. That's sort of pretty. And let's see. We got all kinds of stuff in here. I really like that blue butterfly, but that blue butterfly, and that's not the right color blue. That is. That's pretty. I like that. All right, let's see what we can do here. I think I will call it at, I don't like the yellow. We got our little word there. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to scoot this over just a little bit. And I'm going to take this, and I really like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to get a fresh glue stick so that I don't have a complete disaster on my hands here. And one thing that she uses that I think is really super cool, and I don't know what I did with mine, is she uses like an old notepad that basically is like an old crossword puzzle or whatever. And it really works really good. So if you have not checked out her channel, she is hilarious. And when I say hilarious, I'm not even joking. Like, I was going to leave her a message the other day, and I'm like, okay, you need to really watch what you're consuming when you watch her, because she's liable to come out with something, and you are liable to just spit all over yourself. because I don't know if you have done that. I'm sure you have in your life. But, you know, you can have a big old mouthful of soda or tea or whatever. And let me just say, she can come out with some stuff, and it is hilarious. You'll be sitting there, next thing you know, you're getting choked. I really like how that looks. I think that really is pretty. I like how that came out. And I want to put like a little word on there, like so. And I think that's about the only place I want to put it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And then we're going to take and we're going to ink it a little bit. Get out the old brush here. And I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing, but I just wanted to show you. Now, we can take, let me do these edges. I think I'm going to do the large. I think that'll just give it a little something extra. Yeah, that made it. Look at that. All right, so let's just go back to what we were doing. We're just going to ink that. I like my edges, especially my corners, sort of dark. And I will show you why here in just a hot minute. And then, of course, I like to do my edge here. And one thing I also like to do, I probably got ink, I got glue all over that. Let's do this side. Is I like to make sure you do that top there. And then on here, I want to go over my happy just to knock that down and make it look older. And like the edges of that to blend in. Like so, to take that little bit of whiteness off of it. Let's make sure that we do our corners real good. I think I need to add some water to my distressed ink. I think it's about dried out. There we go. And you don't have to get crazy with it. You know, a lot of people don't ink at all. I like it. And then I want to ink, let's take this piece of scrap. So it darkens that up just a little bit. And you can do the same back here, but nobody's going to see it, so I don't think I'm going to go to all that trouble to do that. Now, what you could do, put that out of the way, is at this point you could get this out of the way, clean off my mat. I need to get some baby wipes for sure. Get my glue off of there. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. All right, so you could put like a Velcro dot right here. I don't have any Velcro dots, so if you wanted to, you could just take some twine like so, or we could even take some, what color do I want? I sort of like this, because it's just a little bit out there. You know me, call me out there. You already know. You already know. You could take something like this, and you could, if you didn't want to use this as a pocket back here, you could always, you know, you're going to glue this down, but if you wanted to put it in the journal and not have it glued down is what I'm saying, you could always use a piece of twine or something like this to just close it up. So you get where I'm going with that. So a lot of people will just put this stuff in their journal, and they'll put it with like a paper clip and just leave it in there so that it's removable. Or again, because you can still use it that way. Like if you had a Velcro dot on there, you could just literally paper clip that to a page And then you could use this side pocket, like it could go in like this. I mean, I probably wouldn't do that because of the word. It's going to go in my journal like this. So I really like that. And I will be getting some Velcro dots. So just so you know, it's coming. But for right now, I don't have any, and that's the best I could do. So here's our first envelope, and we're going to make another one. And I want to show you if you do not have double-sided paper, okay? I've got some other samples here of papers that I really like, that I think will be really pretty together. Okay, these are 7 by 7. I like that. And I think these will be a whole lot easier because they're technically not any direction per se. And I am just going to lay this down. And I keep trying to remember to be on camera just because I have a tendency to go off the edge of my camera. So I'm getting used to filming because there's a lot of stuff I have to do with my hands with this that's cutting and bringing it closer to my body and stuff like that, and I forget. So, you know, give me some grace there. I'm working on it, trying to get better at this. I'm really enjoying this junk journaling, and like I say, I may not be that great at it, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that's probably a whole lot better than me. And that's fine. I'm not trying to achieve any kind of perfection here. I'm just having a good time. And I really am having a good time. So, we've got that all glued together. So, the best thing to do is just take your bone folder or something flat, a ruler, if you have a ruler. I just got a little kit. And these bone folders literally were in the kit. I got 2 different kinds. Got a kit for signatures. So now we have a 2-sided piece, okay? So we're going to go back and we're going to score this again. And where this is 7, I think I'm actually going to cut it down. Let me mark it. I'm humming. I am actually going to make it a 6 by 6, just like she did. Okay, there's just a nice band that we can use. And again, she scored at 2.5. And I will show you how much better it's going to look the way she did it. And then I'm going to take the bigger edge. Two and a half. And I'm going to score here for my lip. Okay, and you can eyeball that. It doesn't have to be any kind of certain measurement. This is just what she came up with, okay? Okay, and where this is 2 pieces of paper, you're really going to have to push it down, okay? Okay. And the other side. Perfect. And then I just want to get this going. And I think I did not take into consideration that I'm going to cut a little of that out. There we go. So we've got that. And now we're going to get 2 more pieces. I don't know how I want this to go. Nope, I don't like that. That's too peachy. I tell you, this has not been the easiest challenge. And that is, I know why, because I've not got the right, here we go. Here they are, the right papers, duh. And I think I'm going to do this one right here. Okay. So that's going to be, yes. Okay. So we're going to score this one, 2.5. I wanted the inside of that to look like that. Like I said, this is trial and error. I'm not even sure at this point. I'm just trying to show you how to make an envelope best way I can. Okay. Just going to fold this over. I'm going to burnish it. And ooh, I like that. So, I'm going to put this down here like this. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. It's supposed to go inside there. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. I really like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. See, I scored that and I didn't need to, but that's okay. It's called trial and error, people. And if you're new to this stuff like I am, you learn as you go. And that goes like, there we go. I actually like how that turned out. How about that? Okay, so we're going to glue this down. Bring this back in. And let me not screw this up. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do our edge. Lay that together. Line it up. Okay. Get that out of the way so it doesn't go every which direction. Mash that down real good. Okay. There we go. I guess I could have pulled that up just a little bit. If it'll let me. It might not. There we go. There we go. Now we've got it down. Got myself a little extra there. I'm going to fold that up. And I would highly recommend using a sturdier glue, but I'm still waiting for some supplies to come in, and I'm not going to sit here and wait on videos when I can show you, because you guys may have these supplies already. But I would use a sturdier glue. Just saying. Okay. So, and the best thing I can do if you are using glue like this is to just remember to let it dry really good. But for, you know, filming purposes, I can't sit here all day long and do that. So, now, if you wanted this to be like a pattern in here, which was where I was going with it, but, you know, trial and error, you learn, you live and you learn. You could always cut this in just a little bit, and you could back that to where when you opened it up, you could do that. I mean, we could literally put a piece in there. I'm not going to do that because to me, it really just doesn't matter. I mean, I really don't care. So what I do care about is I do want to darken up that corner just a little bit. Okay. I love it. And I am going to cut off my corners here. I love this. If I can get it in here. There we go. I got this on Amazon, and I did use Julie's link because I do not have an Amazon storefront set up because I never could figure out how to do it. So I figured, you know, I had a lot of other things going on, and I didn't feel like fooling with it. All right, so now on this one, we're pretty much done except for the inking, and I will spare you that part. So we have our little envelope, go in here, you have a pocket here, okay? So now we're going to decorate the front. Now this is more of a peachy and a blue, so let me see if I can find something that's a little bit more peachy and blue. I really like these big roses. What I'd like to do is make like an overhang type thing. I don't know if you could make it to where this was sort of like a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know where I'm going with it, but I think that would be so pretty to where your Velcro dot could literally be under here, and this would just be something that stayed over top of it like that. I think that would be gorgeous. Ooh, I love it. And you know what, guys? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm going to do. So what I'm talking about is when you get in your Velcro, like if you have a Velcro dot, you would just put that here so that when you lay this down, it's going to catch right there, okay? And there's not a whole lot of room. Like it's going to have to be right on the edge. Or you can glue this, like where mine is over a little bit, I could literally put my Velcro dot here so that when it comes down, this is actually the part that's going to hold it to the envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down. I love that. And I am just going to do the top half, but then I am going to put some of my, I got some of this, and I don't know if it's going to hold it good, but we're going to find out. This isn't really for, there we go. Put my little pen back in there, and hopefully it won't squidge out everywhere. I'm going to see where I'm laying it. Oh, wow. I'm loving it so far. I done got my ink or my glue done dried everywhere. All right, I love it. So what I'll do when I get in my Velcro dots is I will, I'll put a Velcro dot here, and that will come down and catch it and keep it closed. So we can, I'll show you all kinds of cute little things that you can do. Like I have a lot of little stuff here that I've already made that you can just put right down in there, and it would be so cute. I mean, you can just take any of these little journaling cards and put in here. These are sort of thick, and then that would hold that closed. And like I have these that are plain on the back. You can put those. They can stick up there where people can see them. And you can just feel that back full like that. That is gorge. That is really pretty. And I don't think I really have anything else as far as like words or anything. I just really don't want anything to take away from that rose, because I think that is just gorgeous. All right, guys. So let me grab my other envelope. I think we did good. We have two really pretty envelopes here. I think they turned out pretty nicely. And I hope that you think that they turned out pretty nicely. It was trial and error. Again, I'm learning. So if you would be so kind as to show me some grace and, you know, not be too judgmental. I'm learning as I go, so to speak. So if you enjoyed the video and you learned anything from it and you think that these are things, little crafts that you'd like to try, go ahead and join me on my Junk Journaling Fridays. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And guys, I really do hope to see you again on my next Junk Journaling Friday video. And until then, thanks so much for watching. Bye.